today we are going to go into the rift, and this is going to be kind of scary, I think. So I want to prepare myself wisely. I mean, just alone, last episode when we went into the rift for just a brief moment, there was already things throwing stuff at us, potentially trying to kill us while we're in there. So I think I can today prepare myself possibly a bit better by, well, making some gear and also definitely making some soulbound. Now, getting all of our scrap, I mean, basically comes down to this enriching factory over here. This allows us to make all of the netherite scrap that we're going to need to make all of the netherite that we're going to need to upgrade our gear into the Just Dyer's gear. And the reason we're doing this is because it does say that we actually get a boost if we do equip this particular gear in the rift. And we can use anything. I mean, I want to be able to stay in here as long as possible. I'm still confused by the rift charge though. Like, does this recharge or do we have to consume these items? I mean, I looked at the information here and it looks like standing near the empower when the craft finished was actually what gave us our rift charge, but I'm still like, I still don't know. Like, do we eat these or something while we're in the rift? Like, are they just used for crafting? I mean, it kind of says it a little bit here. The rift crystals itself are just used for the next tier craft, but I don't actually know. I think this is just going to be stuff that we figure out over time. So speaking of over time, I need to go ahead and place in all of the netherite here because I'm going to need a bit of this for the Eclipse alloy that's going to allow us to make the Dyer gear. Now, upgrading this gear is more than just crafting it, right? Because I still want night vision. I also, well, I think by default we get all of the max depth upgrades on our gear whenever we craft this, but the thing that I'm most interested in is some of the other major upgrades that we can put onto this gear, which is going to be really nice. Plus, it's unbreakable. It uses power, so we don't have to worry about durability or anything. It is definitely an upgrade to our pneumatics set. I think what makes this really cool, though, is, like I said, all of the upgrades that we can ultimately put onto this thing. And so you can see in this list here with the smithing table, or if you hold shift, you can see all of the different things we can put. For example, lava immunity, time protection, flight. I mean, we can't do flight yet, but we might be able to soon. I mean, and you also have death protection, elytra extinguish, all kinds of craziness. And like, that's just on the chest piece, because I really want, for example, we can put stupefy or mind fog. Stupefy, I do believe, is insanely powerful if we can even craft it. That essentially gives mobs around you no AI. I don't think it was the stupefy. It's actually, I believe, the mental obliteration, right? That's the one that actually just mobs just completely stop, you know, forever, just have their AI completely removed. Also with this though, you can start to see the importance of time crystals, and that's the thing I am assuming we're after today. Now for all of this gear, I think I found a good set of upgrades for this, and it's going to require 8 of these blank upgrades, which do require the ferrocore. Thankfully though, we can duplicate our ferrocore from our beautiful system over here. But let's take a look at some of these. So for example, water breathing. I think I'm gonna have to fish a little bit to potentially get a puffer fish. That's the only one that is a little bit challenging. Everything else I think I have. For example, night vision is one of the big ones that I definitely want. To be able to add this to our helmet, we essentially just place it inside of a smithing table, and this will give it, bam, there we go, night vision. Now, there is some information here, so I just swapped it, but notice, by the way, that well, it doesn't give me any information knowing how to access this. I believe there's a hotkey to be able to open up the panel that allows us to, well, see all of the upgrades in our gear. Now for my gear, I went ahead and set it to the colon button so that way I can open up my tool settings, and I think that will allow me to access the tool settings. Yes, so you can see right here, you can right click for the settings, and we can set this to a keybind. I thought though by default it would be enabled, but maybe it doesn't work with shaders. I mean, it should be on right now unless we have to toggle this on. No, it's enabled. Interesting. So maybe our night vision won't work here. Oh my goodness, it is something to do with shaders, oddly enough, and I don't understand why this is the case, but whenever I put this on, You'll notice we now have night vision, but it doesn't work with shaders. Well, you know what? I think I have a temporary fix for this. Even though this doesn't give me night vision, I think I might just give myself infinite night vision because I'm supposed to be able to have it, and normal night vision seems to work just fine. So perfect. Just in case you're wanting to know how to do this, you can give yourself infinite night vision and then also set the value to 1, and then you definitely want to hide the particles, just in case you're wondering if you could do the same thing and keep shaders. I don't think this is much of an issue. It does seem like a kind of a bug though with shaders here. Not all mods though are designed with shaders in mind, and so be it. Now I thought about fishing real quick, but this has the weirdest fishing mechanic I have ever seen. It's literally fishing up actual fish, which I mean it assumes we will also fish up a actual pufferfish if we do happen to get one. So I guess this still works, but the fishing up actual fish is kind of hilarious. And I didn't even think to start fishing originally, but yeah, we just fished up a sponge. I use that knowledge however you want. You know what? I've already given up on fishing because, well, man, I sometimes I just want to be lazy. I did go ahead and place some red fertilizer here. I'm wondering if I can actually grow the mystical seeds above water. Okay, I can't. So they still need to be waterlogged. So that's interesting, but I think I can still accelerate this. So I do have the red fertilizer there, and if I place these growth accelerators here, we should be able to accelerate some of the fish seeds. And we actually have like 4 fish seeds. I'm assuming we got those from the airdrops earlier. But yes, this needs to be planted in water. So I'm gonna go ahead and place the water there. Then we can place the seeds in, and then what we'll do is we'll place our crystal resonant generators on top of these. And I'm hoping this will, in turn, accelerate the crop. And it does. Oh, man. Along with that red fertilizer, this grows the crops pretty quick, honestly. Like, this is a pretty quick method of growing your mystical agriculture crops. Can 100% be automated, by the way. This is just something I'm going to do temporarily, though, to be able to get myself, well, enough of fish essence to make the underwater ability, right? The water breathing. Yeah, we need pufferfish. So beautiful. Fish essence, just like that. And it makes 6 of them. Yeah, that's more than enough. And you know what? Just in case we need this, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. Just in case we need it in the future. Who knows? So there we go. There's water breathing. Now it looks like some of these other ones pretty straightforward to get. We have the ability to make milk easily. We can easily make honey bottles without even needing to worry about bee. Like the extinguisher one, I believe we have to hit a hotkey to extinguish. But still, it's not horrible. Like, definitely want the invulnerability one. Like, there's a lot of cool things we're going to need. I just don't know how many of them require specific hotkeys to activate. Either way, overall, I was able to get all of these things equipped. And there we go. There's our unlimited water breathing. And then I believe I'm going to have to look at all of these and figure out which one goes where. I think this actually might be faster, just making sure we put these all on here. There we go. So like lava immunity, I'm assuming that's going to be pretty nice to have on everything. Boots, gotta be the feather falling. I don't know if any of the speed upgrades or swim speed. Nope, that's all probably going to be leggings. So there we go. I still don't know. I think the debuff remover probably goes on the helmet. There we go. The debuff remover actually sounds like one of the most overpowered things out of all of it. But now that we have this, we can go ahead and equip this stuff. And my goodness, yeah, that's a snazzy piece of armor. Now, with all of this equipped, we originally had 33%. Do we have more rift charge now? Oh my goodness, by the way, when we sprint, we sprint. Oh, wow. Now there is something else we're going to need to do to make sure that if we go to this other dimension, we don't lose our power, because this does require a charge. So the way that we can do this and make this cross-dimensional is by waiting for an Enderman to pop into existence over here. And, well, we should be able to right-click it. So long as I can catch it before it dies. That is kind of a thing, right? Let's see. And I'm just going to keep right-clicking, honestly. We'll eventually get one. But it should consume the Enderman. Assuming that we can get another one to spawn in here. Come on now. We just got so many to spawn in. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to probably have to break this glass or something to be able to get one. There we go. Oh, perfect. Awesome. Oh, perfect. So we ended up getting that, and you just need to consume an Enderman. Once you consume the Enderman, now this is a dimensional card. Now, once I slap this bad boy back in, any dimension that we're in now, we will have charging. Now, some other things I definitely want to get done. I need to get all of this enchanted. I would prefer to be able to get protection like 4 on at least all of my pieces. That would be like the preferred thing to do. But it's probably going to take a little bit of time. Also, me jumping back and forth between down here, grabbing some levels, like grabbing a bunch of levels, right? And then popping back up here to, well, spin them all. Now, recently they did add SFM into the pack, which actually changes the way that we get enchants a whole lot, assuming that this feature still works. So for example, if I enchant this with this, we get protection and unbreaking, and I'm like, I don't actually want this. What I should be able to now do is, if my magnet's off, I can go ahead and toss this down with some books and drop this on there. And what it's going to do is it's going to spit out the enchanted books and rip it off of the actual item. This is incredibly powerful. I mean, but still, I could get incredibly lucky, like this roll right here. Soulbound protection 4 and unbreaking. I mean, what else would I want? I mean, that's literally the max roll. And if I can get that on literally everything, that would be amazing. Actually, you know what? Mana boosts and stuff would be nice to have on here. If I eventually wanted, yeah. Like, I could take this protection book and I could just add it to this. Yeah, and then we basically have like everything except for unbreaking. We don't even need unbreaking on here. All it does is like reduce the power cost by just a little bit. Like, this is like the thing I'd want. Mana boost 3 on every piece. Now, because we don't have apotheosis or anything like that, I mean, this is basically going to be the max. Like, that and putting soulbound on literally all the pieces. Also, we do have an airdrop. So just gonna pop on over here. Take a look. By the way, our swim speed is so much faster. Oh my gosh, this is full of turbo fuel. 3 awakened swords. What is going on here? I don't even know. Reinforced casings, a quantum bridge card. Very nice. I still haven't set that up, even though I probably should before we leave, so that way we have infinite wireless range. Now, speaking of making the quantum bridge, since we did just get the quantum bridge card, I mean, I might as well get this all set up. We are going to need some dense cable, and I've kind of like foregone doing like any kind of massive auto crafting as of right now. So it is a little bit difficult to actually craft this by hand, but thankfully we only need 1 quantum ring. And we're also going to need 1 singularity, which isn't going to be that difficult at all. I'm going to show you how to set that up. Now, to be able to make singularity successfully, we are going to need a 64K drive. It's actually, or not really a drive, but the actual 64K component that is going to go inside of a matter condenser. These are super cheap. But what's going to make this work is the EnderIO port and this infinite water cell, which should allow us to transfer the items or the contents from this cell straight into our matter condenser. So now that I have myself a 64K component, setting this up isn't going to be that difficult, right? All we need to do is we need to set up an EnderIO port, and this isn't the fastest way to do it, but it is going to be a decent way to do this. And what we're going to want to do is to separate this from our main network. I'm going to use a quartz fiber just so that way this gets some power. That way we can really just place the matter condenser right next to this thing, really with quartz fiber, and we can have this matter right there. And then we're going to use a storage bus connected to the matter condenser. Okay, in the matter condenser, we're going to put the 64K in here, switch this over to singularity mode. And now that that is ready to go, we need to make sure that we're going to be dumping the contents, which by default, it's already set up, dumping the contents of a drive into our storage. And because the only storage we have is our matter condenser due to our storage bus, the only place that things are going to go is into here. So without any speed upgrades, it's not going to be the fastest, but it is going to be very, very fast compared to typically how fast this would go. And you're going to notice already right off the bat, this is like incredibly quick. It can go faster, like I said. This takes no time at all. This doesn't even have any speed upgrades. And if you wanted this to go even faster, you would upgrade to the next tier EnderIO port, which is the extended version now that that's in here. There's also several other ways to do this, including a void cell, which essentially allows you to dump the contents of this cell into another cell, into a void cell. I just don't want to go through the process of setting all of the other stuff up when this is really all we need, just simply 1. And you can see just in the time of me talking here alone has been enough time to literally make 1 whole singularity. So yes, is it quick? Yes. Is it quicker than all of the other options? No, but really we just need 1. Now what I'm about to do is not the safest in the world, but you know what? I think we'll be fine. It's surrounded by water, so I'm assuming that this is going to be just fine. Shouldn't break anything else. I'm going to use a tiny TNT to combine the singularity and the ender pearl, and it's going to split this singularity into 2 separate components. We just need to place them next to each other. Of course, make sure our magnet's not on. There we go. Give it a redstone signal or light it on fire, and this should convert, there we go, into an entangled singularity. This is the thing that we're going to need, and it should be just fine. Look at that. We got all of our blocks back. Now, why is this so good? Well, now we can build our quantum bridge. This is going to seem kind of wild, but if we place a quantum link chamber right here, and then we just surround it with the quantum rings themselves, you're going to see something pretty cool. It's going to form a multi-block. Now, inside this multi-block, all we're going to need to do is place one of the quantum entangled singularities in here, and then the other one we are going to place in with that new quantum bridge card that we just got. So there it is right here. And so as soon as we place this into our wireless terminal, this opens up a new slot right here for the quantum entangled singularity. And then we just need to link this to our main network, and this will allow me to use my terminal and access it from literally any dimension. Now, this is going to come at a cost of power. Yes, it is going to be a little bit expensive on the power side, not too bad, but yes, it does have a cost associated, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing. So I'm just going to connect it in just by connecting to the sides. It doesn't connect to the face, by the way. And then we can start to see how expensive is this. 396 FE per tick to run our quantum ring. Like I said, it is a bit expensive. Now, something that I should be able to do is completely remove the wireless boosters from here, and that should also help reduce the power cost. But notice I can actually go further than the default, because even in our own world here, we can travel infinite distance and should be able to access it so long as it's chunk loaded. So yeah, in the time of me setting this up, we're already at 5 singularities. I'm going to go ahead and pull this stuff out, disconnect this from the main network. This is also causing quite a power drain as well. And just go ahead and disconnect that fiber. Then we can get an accurate understanding of how much power we're using. Yeah, so the process here was about 500 FE per tick. Now we're really only using about 500 FE to run this. So what's this exactly mean? Well, infinite backpack, baby. Now I'm almost ready to go, but I remembered we just got this Awakened Supremium Sword. This thing does some damage. So I just enchanted it a few times, stripped off some of the enchants. It has sharpness. We can go ahead and throw on some more sharpness here. But before I do this, I do want to combine a few books, specifically looting. I don't know if that's going to help any, but I would like to have looting and max sharpness on this thing. And that is going to do a whopping 29 damage. Oh wait, I forgot to put the actual sharpness on there. I put the wrong book. There's sharpness 5. And yes, I'm pretty sure 29, it didn't go up any higher, but I'm pretty sure that 29, it can go higher than that. Unfortunately though, all of the augments, unless there's something we can loot, you can't craft. Oh, and another enchant, Rift Distributor. I have no idea what this is going to do, but it's something that we can get. I'm hoping it's actually good. Otherwise, I'm putting something really nasty on here. It's a good thing we can pull it off though. I'm hoping though, this is something that like does more damage to Rift type mobs. Like that would be really good. Oh, interesting. So it looks like Rift Distributor, can't go on the sword. I'm assuming if sharpness is probably on here, maybe it's another type of enchant that is in that regard. You know what? I'm going to put it on here. And I'm going to bring both of the swords, I guess, and maybe try them both. All right, so I think I am prepped up. I should be ready to go. Let's head to the Rift portal. Oh boy, and get ready. I do have my portal fluid bucket that it gave me that I can now use to get here. I did bring some containers in case we did find fluid that we could use. I don't know if a shield is going to benefit me any, but I am going to go ahead and equip the shield. I do have my attenuation crystals in here, the Rift attenuation crystals. I'm still unsure how all of this is going to work. I still have a Rift charge of 33. I was hoping that maybe my gear would help. I don't know. I'm just so full of I don't knows here. We do have the ability to dash around with our Void Staff, and I'm hoping that is going to help us get around in this dimension. I have a sword, I have a portal gun, and I do want to set my base portal maybe here. And this will allow me to maybe right click to set a portal location in here, and we might have the ability to go in without using this portal here. I don't know, but I do have some crab meat to help me. I guess without further ado, let's jump in and try to loot some stuff. All right, here we go. Into the rift. We have 5 minutes by base. Oh God. So yeah. Oh, we can one-shot those guys. Okay, I shouldn't stay here. I shouldn't stay here. I shouldn't stay here. By the way, how is it? Oh, we can't use this in the rift. So yeah, we are not going to be able to do that. But can I dash? Oh, I can dash. Oh, there's time crystals. Okay, there's time crystals. Oh, we have to have full time crystals though. Like buds do not work. Buds do not work. So we gotta have full ones. Is this full? It's full. Oh my gosh. Magnets gotta go on. We've got to find enough of these to make this actually work. And it's really hard to know what ones are full and what ones are not full. There we go. Thankfully, we have fall damage completely gone. Oh my goodness. The effects are pretty rough. Okay. That one. Oh! That's a full one. Right there. What are you? No, 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 no. Ooh. My God. What are we in? Okay, thankfully there are time things over here. I do want to eat the crab meat. This gives us insane regeneration, by the way. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we can't use the portal. I really need to add the step up to my gear. I think that is going to help me tremendously. But yeah, the time crystals are what we need the most. I'm trying to find ones that are fully grown here. It's really hard to tell. Oh goodness. This place is crazy looking. Also, oh, there's containers. Oh my gosh. All right, we just need to fly up. We got 4 minutes left in a rift. Okay, our crystals haven't been used up. Unless they do get used up whenever we're gone. Okay, focus, focus, focus. Focus on fully grown time crystals. That's what we need. That's what we need. Oh, we're being affected with slowness so bad right now. If it's not, if it wasn't for the dash. Like, oh, we can't access our AE system? You're kidding me. How many do we have? We have 4. So all of that work was for nothing? Okay, that's time crystals. Yeah, they have to be fully grown, fully grown, fully grown. I don't know what that is. I'm afraid of dying and losing all of my stuff that's not soulbound. Just because my soulbound things doesn't mean that they are all protected right now. Oh my God. Oh! We are slimed. That looks like it's fully grown. That looked fully grown. Fully grown? This one? I can't jump up blocks. But I can break these. While I'm slimed, you can't jump up blocks. Oh! Okay, we got some stuff. Oh my goodness. There's a lot happening. A lot happening here. A lot happening here. Oh, okay, so we can get augments from this, I guess. Okay, okay, okay. We don't have enough. We only have 7. We do need 9 to make a full block. If you can't tell, I am really rushing. Trying my best to get through this. Finding all of the time crystals I can. Okay, any more that's maybe grown here? Fully grown? Oh my gosh, it's a little bit overwhelming. All right. If it wasn't for the dash though, this would be really hard to maneuver around. All right, so here I am back again. Just another update. The fourth crash. I'm getting through it. It's getting a little bit more frustrating though each time because I am restarting back again for some reason at like 7 of these. Like this has this container maybe has issues. I'm dropping it. I have no idea. I think the big issue for me is each rollback that has happened, I am losing all of the items. Like the barrels are gone in the world, but my inventory is what's getting reset. It's so not good. It's so not good. Okay, so I do have all 10 of them now. I just need to hold out. I just gotta hold out. Just don't crash. Don't do anything. Just gotta hold out until the timer runs out. I'm done looting. I'm done looting. I swear. All right. 1, and please pull me back. Pull me out. Pull me out. Oh, thank God. I'm out of this place. Rift ejected you. Your loot was dropped. You're telling me all of my loot was dropped. I'm supposed to leave with the loot. Where did it even say that? Okay, now I am really confused. Like, I have 0 rift charge, right? How do I get more rift charge? What? Now, the rift charge meter has left me entirely confused, and I am completely confused on the whole system now. I apparently have to make my way back out, but I didn't know that originally. I mean, I looked in the quest, unless it's in one of the data logs that we haven't read yet. I mean, it might be Portals of Chaos that it was written in here. From what I've seen, not so far, but if I go back in, I don't have any rift charge, so I'll probably just be kicked right back out, right? Unless it's going to use one of these crystals to refill my rift. I'm still unsure how these work. Do I need to just do the craft, and the craft is what gives me rift charge? I don't know. I mean, if I go back in here, I mean, portal fluid's pretty cheap. If I go back in, is it going to be like reset for me or anything like that? I really don't know. Okay. Loot was we were immediately teleported back. So I know the last time I went in there, it was a complete and total catastrophe. I get it. I get it. Now I'm learning. It's a slow journey through this, hopefully with less crashes this time. I'm assuming doing this craft again, because I was already planning on crafting more of them anyways, but I guess this is the way that it gets recharged. Okay, so we have to do this craft every time to do the recharge. So these rift charge crystals aren't actually doing anything for us other than they're an item for the next tier craft. Okay, so it's slowly clicking with me, but my goodness, it's been a confusing journey. Okay, so I guess here we go again. This time I do have rift charge. I'm not still seeing a bonus here. All of our items should be good. Like, we shouldn't have to worry about anything going into this. And I'm hoping that everything gets reset on join. Otherwise, we have nothing there, I don't think. All right, so back in to the rift. It's all about this journey, right? Into the rift. Okay, we have 5 minutes. We've got to make our way back here. That is the goal. Okay, so it is marked, so we should be able to get through. Okay, it looks like crystals. Okay, crystals are good. Okay, it does respawn. Oh, it resets. Oh, that's actually really nice. Really, really nice. Because all I'm really after primarily are these, and this actually means I want, I probably want to grab them a bit quicker this time. And then I guess I can head out at any moment, right? So I want to try and loot as much as possible, but still. Whew, okay, good. These definitely got to get out of my inventory. Thankfully, though, now I kind of know where most of the crystals are at because of the last 5 minutes I was in here. Woo! Yes, I'm giving myself some slowdowns. Let's get those, and I don't think there was any here, but there was a crystal here. It's crazy that I now know where most of them are at. And there's one there. And that is 8. And then there's a lot on the other side. Now that I'm finding where all of them are located. Yeah, there we go. Okay. There's all 9. So at least now I have the 9. The rest will just be a bonus if I happen to find them. I think they'll just be a bonus, which will allow me to hopefully make some better gear here soon. Oh! All right, I don't like that guy. I don't like that guy. Oh. Holy smokes. That guy don't like me either. Are they destroying? They're destroying the blocks, which is just absurdly dangerous. Absurdly dangerous. Deep breath, deep breath. I don't know why this is so stressful. I keep saying this is stressful. It is really, really stressful for me. Okay, 4 minutes. The rest of my time should honestly just be spent, like, grabbing as much loot as possible from containers and storing it in our inventory. Like, just hoping that we get really good stuff. Like, that's all we need. Especially these like netherite looking barrels, right? These are the ones that are really good. All right, continue. We are straight up blunt forcing it our way through here. Holy smokes. And there's a lot actually on the outside too. Okay, let's keep going. Thankfully this gets reset every time. Otherwise, oh my gosh. There we go. I'll just empty all of these out here somewhere. Woo! It's getting hit with those effects that are really, really rough. All right. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness, we're getting so much stuff. Void cores? Those are boss drop items typically. Okay, what did we get? Next generation? I have no idea what that is. Wait, we got a dragon egg. Okay. Okay, so it's going a lot better this time. It's going a lot better. Now I can see probably why we'd want to come back and redo this over and over again. Because, I mean, the items you get could be, like, dramatically different every time. And there's probably going to be a lot of stuff that we absolutely need. Okay. Thank goodness. All right. We can't break the rift dimension. Good to know. By the way, the whole outer area there, absolutely horrifying seeing all of those guys out there. 3 minutes. Okay. So far, things are going a lot better. I think what I need to do now is maybe trying to clean up a few more of these items here, if I can, without taking too much damage. Okay. I'm maybe risking the biscuit. This is what happens when you get greedy, right? You get greedy. Just gonna toss all of this in here. Also, is there like a center to this? Okay, it doesn't look like it. Oh, that guy's super, super scary. Okay, got that. Oh, I love the looting aspect of this though. Super fun. Okay, things are getting better. Better. That. Let's just toss all of this in here. Looks like we got some night vision stuff. All right, you know what? I think that's good for me. That's good. That's good enough, I think, for now. I think what I'll do is pop down in here, and if I can, oh my gosh. Try to get into the portal? Let me stay! Okay, I'm just trying to stay. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh, that is craziness. And we get to keep everything we just collected this go around. So much better. Okay, we got 13 time crystals. That's all we needed. But I almost feel like the goal there is to just get in, loot as much as you can, and get out. Don't even worry about killing the mobs in there. I don't know if killing the mobs in there actually drop anything. It would be really nice, I think, if they actually dropped a few of the fragments that allow you to get back in here. But this is all the loot we came out of. A creative chilled temperature source? What? Did we get any more creative things? What is a creative chilled temperature source? It's from AE2 Stuff and Things. I'm trying to think, like, what would it be used for? I mean, I guess this thing right here, but like, what is this chilled source? Oh, you can make ice infinitely. And then possibly Ender Pearl gateways? And we definitely got to take a listen here to the Abyssal Archives. There's more to know about this place, right?
Well, I found it. The source of the anomaly. It's a portal of sorts, carved from the abyss, pulsing like a stressed out lung. It breathes, vomits horrors into the water, and whatever's coming through, definitely not from around here. This isn't just another ruin, however. It's a gateway, and I have a very bad feeling about where it leads. Well,
yeah.
Time to poke it with a stick.
Yeah, no joke. No joke. Okay, that was that one. Let's go ahead and grab out the other one. We have a couple more to listen to. I want to make sure we can hear all of these, right? This is log 12.
I've gathered materials that react to the portal's energy. I'm not sure if I'm on the verge of a breakthrough, or just one bad decision away from becoming deep sea dust. But here we are. If I can stabilize it, I can open it. If I can open it, I can see what's on the other side. It's a huge gamble. But at this point, calculated risk is just a fancy term for Tuesday.
Good old Tuesday. Good old Tuesday. Okay. Calculated risk. All right. Here's the other log.
The rift is wrong. Time stretches, snaps, rewinds, then skips ahead like a glitchy video. Minutes drag for hours, then vanish in a blink. Gravity, optional, apparently. Reality, held together with duct tape and spite. And somewhere in all of this, I can feel something pulling at me. If I don't reinforce my gear, I won't last long. The Eclipse alloys may just do the trick. Time to brace for whatever fresh cosmic nightmare is waiting up ahead. Because let's be honest, it's never just a scenic walk, is it?
It was not a scenic walk, I will say that. Far from a scenic walk. Oh my goodness. All right, we have one more. The 14th.
I can't see it, but I can feel it. The air hums like a live wire. Shadows stretch in directions they have no business stretching. And the whole place has that being watched energy. It doesn't speak, doesn't move, but it knows I'm here. The deeper I go, the weirder things get, like the rift itself is paying attention. Time stutters, space bends, and that presence, it's getting stronger. Whatever it is, it's tied to this place, and it's guarding something I need. The whispers aren't just whispers anymore. They're voices, clear, sharp, and they keep saying the same thing. Turn back. Yeah, that's not happening.
I feel that. Not happening. Nope. I already went. So let's go ahead and I guess see if we get any new loot. I mean, all of the loot has been fantastic from the airdrops. So let's head on over to the airdrops. Oh, we got an entangled block. Oh, wait, we can make entangled blocks this whole time? What? Flux point. I'm not really using that. Another IMI requester and more of those. Honestly, though, the entangled block's pretty nice. Wait, did we just get a time crystal from this, too? We did. Yeah, the time crystals cause all kinds of weird distortion effects. So now I think I just need to go through here and essentially dump all of these items into my storage for right now. Now, something I don't know and didn't try is maybe I can, instead of dumping them into here, I can dump them into my Ender pouch, and I could use my Ender pouch to dump items. But I don't even know if I can access my Ender pouch in that dimension, much like I wasn't able to access my applied energistic system. So with that knowledge in mind, I'm going to go ahead and take a lot of these items out. Not a lot of them I will probably even use, I don't think. There's a lot of interesting stuff that we are getting, but not a lot of it really seems amazingly useful. I will take portal fluid catalysts and like nether stars and stuff. The main thing is definitely the time crystals. And now that we have at least 9, we now have the ability to craft it into a block. And this is where we actually get to turn it into a budding time crystal block. But this requires an entire setup and probably video of its own to explain the process and how we're going to actually automate that. And something else to mention that we're going to need to get into, it looks like we're going to need a Frit essence, which does mean we are going to have to get into occultism. Just enough, I think, to get this essence. And it looks like also a little bit of EnderIO for the EnderIO crystal, so we've got to do the Soulbinder stuff. But outside of that, not too bad for getting into those crystals. And then diving a little bit ahead, notice we are going to need time crystal blocks. But outside of all of this, if this is the hardest thing on the list to make, honestly, this is going to be super simple. But honestly, now that all that's done, let me know down in the comments below, what was your thoughts on the Rift initially? Was I a little bit overkill? I might have been a little bit overkill. I still don't know. Sometimes I do that. Let me know down in the comments below. And what was your experience so far in going into the Rift? Of course, guys, be sure to click that subscribe button if you did enjoy today's episode. And also, well, be sure to pop on over to my Twitch and give me a follow over there if you wouldn't mind. Links all down in the description below. And also, you'll find my Discord. Recommend joining that as well if you wouldn't mind. A lot of amazing stuff. If you have questions or anything like that, a lot of helpful people over there willing to help you. And we also have an amazing supportive community. So if you want access to supporter servers, world downloads, and all kinds of fun things like that, definitely be sure to check out the subscription section there, or even become a YouTube member here. Thank you guys so very much. Speaking of thanking, I do want to thank the amazing supporter of today's episode. And that huge thanks is going to go out to, if I can spell things, I always screw this up. Thanks going out to Mando Dad. Thank you, by the way, for your amazing support and choosing to support me over on the Discord by becoming a Discord premium member and supporting me in one of the best ways possible. You absolute boss. Thank you for going above and beyond. And guys, I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.